Hello, my name is Don and welcome to episode 42 of my Football Manager Let's Play with Blackburn Rovers. Today we are at home to Spurs. As you see, we're 3 points off that magical 40 point mark. We've got a decent goal difference comparative to teams around us with just -1, which is actually the best out with the top 8, only equalled by Everton. So that's quite nice to see. That we're doing that. We've got one of the worst defences as well, so in terms of conceding goals, so we know where we can improve. We're scoring enough goals to make up for that. Team wise today, we've got the same team as last week, well, the last episode rather. Jay Fulton returns, Casadini's still in because Joshua is suspended. He got sent off the game before the Chelsea game, so it was a second yellow, wasn't sending off. I think that was against Newcastle. So Casadini's in again. We've got no backup for that position as we normally do because obviously Jack Evans. Either way, Evans got sent off in the last game, and as a result of that, we have no backup holding midfielder. So we've got Andy Simpson in there, who usually plays the box-to-box role, as backup over Ivan, who will be battling to come on in that position if we're needed. Striker-wise, Crivelli and McDonald both been fantastic for us. We're looking to replace Crivelli with someone slightly better in the summer. I'm going to say January, but never mind. And I've picked out 2 or 3 now that I'm actually really confident could come in and do a job. Ben Gibson back on the bench. Ollie Holt, it's not really suited to that right wing back role yet. He's still struggling, but he's done okay in the games he's played. Simpson, Crawford, Martin Gibson and Lee Gregory all on the bench. Again, I expect to see a lot of changes in that department next season. I'm going to say we're underdogs. We're playing Spurs, who are battling for European football. We're one of the bigger teams in the league, of course. It's always going to be a tough game. But if we can get a result here, I think that will be us safe for the season. But the next episode, we're doing the Arsenal game. I believe that's away, and then we're away at Man City in the last game of the season. In terms of live comms, I expect to be comfortably safe by the time that Man City game comes around. I would show you the games in between, but I want to try and show you the big games rather than the scrappier games, as much as they're the ones that are going to get us the over the line mathematically for avoiding relegation. The transfer window I've spoken about so many times. I want to get a defender, maybe 2 fullbacks are important. There's one that I've picked up, an 18-year-old that I've found. We might be able to get him for about 18 million. He's going to be fighting for place with Charlie Taylor already, and looks like he could be world class. So that's probably going to be the signing that I'm going to be trying to make first, depending on what kind of budget we get. But I'm expecting a much more comfortable budget than last year. Last year we got 22 million from Emery. Most of that ended up getting spent on Digbu, of course, who I think was still a good signing. Scott Wharton even, has had a season to get used to this level. Jay Fulton, probably not going to be this kind of level defender. He's so good and he performs so well every game for me, so it breaks my heart to say that, but I think he's going to be a championship player, lower end premiership player going forward. And if we want to progress, we need to really be looking at someone that can do the same kind of job as him, but with better stats. So I will look into that. I've not looked too much into it. Scott Wharton again, I think he's a really good player. I really want to keep him in the team because he's the guy that's came out of the youth system. He's the guy who broke in and really impressed me. But at the same time, I'm not sure if he's going to have that same development curve that I'm hoping he would, to be able to take him to be a top Premiership defender. And that's why I'm maybe looking at replacing him now, trying to give him game time going forward still to keep him developed so he can be that backup defender when we need one. Digbu, I think, can go all the way to the top. I think he's already pretty good. And I have to say I've been impressed with him. We've spent a lot of money getting him, tried to give him a new contract to get rid of that minimum release fee, or at least increase it going forward, but we've not been able to do that as of yet. But hopefully we will can in the the summer window. Again, I'm saying January because habit. What is Wharton doing there? Just someone going to explain that to me. Just literally stands there over the ball with a guy just sitting there ready to take it off him. Almost looked like a glitch. Son Heung-min, Kane, Eric Dyer, Son Heung-min, Eriksson, Son Heung-min again, Dyer, Dele Alli. Felipe Anderson is well wide with that effort. But overall, I think this has been a very good first season. As Charlie Taylor picks up an injury, that is not good. We do not have any backup left backs whatsoever. Sagash as well. I'm expecting that to be a couple of weeks. Eek. Okay, we're going to need to find a makeshift left back for the next couple of games. Digbu, Casarini. Got no real support options here. Eventually Jeremy Pine makes a run so that he can get a pass off, but his touch is poor and he loses it. Kane now on the break. Felipe Anderson. We've got nobody on that left hand side right now. Good ball into Kane. Wharton away. Eric Dyer. Son Heung-min. Blocked shot. Falls as far as Danny Rose. Son Heung-min again. Dele Alli. Felipe Anderson again exploiting the fact that we've got nobody on that left hand side. I think I'm going to have to make a sub. We're going to bring on Oil onto this side. It's not ideal, but I don't think we'll have any choices. Really. Eric Dyer. Son Heung-min cuts inside. Tame effort saved by David Raya. Again, Raya's a player who I'd love to see stay at the club going forward, but again, if a goalkeeper comes up that is really good, then we probably should take the opportunity to grab someone who's maybe a step up. As much as I like him, and he's done well this season, don't get me wrong, in doses, but he's had a lot of those FM errors that I think happens when a player gets to a level that stat-wise he should no longer be at. And there are errors that even with his stats they wouldn't have made it at the lower level, so I think that's the game's way of sorting that. But Reyes, he's done okay. Hopefully we can find someone else now that can maybe take a stat next level up. And I mean, we were blessed to have such a good young goalkeeper when we took over the club. Eriksson with the corner. Crivelli away. Jay Fulton chases but eventually gives up chase. Son Heung-min. Casarini, decent tackle in. Clearance bounces off his man though. Eriksson picks up. Ivan heads forward. Boudebouz. McDonald. Crivelli. McDonald's another player who I've got a lot of hope for going forward. He's developed so well this season, done really well. Strikers are where we're weakest. Is Son Heung-min gets a tap in there. That's frustrating. Yeah, so with McDonald, I've been so happy with him, how he's developed. He's just onside. And I think I'm going to give him another chance next season to really prove that he can do it. Matthew Knox will probably rotate with that position, so I'm looking for a complete forward or a target man to go into the Crivelli position. I'm going to go Cam. Underdogs are performing okay. I'm going to go with that. Forward has not been quite as good, but defensively we've been okay. Boudebouz, it's a decent ball for McDonald. It's a decent touch as well. It's not far wide, you know. If he'd got maybe a slightly better touch and been able to knock it in front of him, he might have ran onto it. He's got a lot of pace, McDonald. I think he'd be able to beat most of the defenders in pace, although they do have a couple of quick defenders from memory. Crivelli, Boudebouz. Not sure what that was from Boudebouz. It doesn't matter if Jay Fulton picks up. David Ivan. Going to bring off David Ivan soon, I think. Eriksson. Felipe Anderson. Oh, I think that deflected, but Reyes still equal to it. Wasn't a big deflection if it did. I think if it was on target anyway, it couldn't have been. Going to make another sub. Boudebouz whips in this corner. It's cleared away only as far as Digbu. Can a big Frenchman? That's what £18 million buys you in a centre back. Second goal of the season for the big man. We're going to make another sub. We're looking at 6.4 for Boudebouz. We're looking at 6.4 for McDonald. I've not really got anyone to replace McDonald, though. That's the issue there. 6.6 for Ivan. We're going to bring on Ali Crawford. He's actually been really good off the bench for us this season. Scored a couple of goals earlier on. Really probably does deserve a chance, but Budaboo's has been so good. But Digbu, big strike. I think it takes a deflection. Loris gets a hand to it. Still in the back of the net. One Frenchman beating another Frenchman. And for me, the future French international centre back has put it in the back of the net. Talking of that, I got a media message about international call-ups, and it was about Jay Fulton. And it was, do you think he deserves a call-up? And I was like, well, yeah, I do. He's been phenomenal for us. And then the next day I got an international saying he'd been called up, so I'm a bit confused at that. I don't know if it's usually the one that you see when someone's played well and they've not got the call-up. Regardless, we got that, we said it, he's got a call-up. It's nice to see him back in the Scotland team. He's not had as many caps as what I thought he would. Digbu clears away. Bernard. And I think part of the reason why he's not getting as many call-ups as what I think he deserves is because he's naturally a central midfielder and we're playing him a centre-back, so I think that's maybe confusing the international management AI. I mean, he's developed into almost a very good ball playing centre back. I'm really struggling with things. I'm getting better, guys, which is why I'm recording now. But obviously, you're still seeing I'm still struggling to readjust. It's been so long since I've been on the save as well, apart from recording the Chelsea episode yesterday. And I didn't even feel great enough to come and record this one straight after it. Obviously, there was no games between these episodes that you've seen that I'm now wearing a different top, so it's a different day. Do plan to binge record the rest of the season today if I have the time and I'm feeling up to it. So then tomorrow I can spend all day editing these, and then hopefully we can get back to daily uploads, because I know my upload schedule has not been good enough, and I appreciate the people who have stuck around to watch these episodes. It means the world. Rea with the goal kick, it's cleared out. Montoya heads it forward. Son Heung-min, Dele Alli, Eric Dyer, Osalsa, Dele Alli, Christian Eriksen. Oh, that's a great touch from Eriksen. It's away by Jeremy Pide. I think that might have been over the line. The touch deserved the goal. So not got it, thankfully. A point would be phenomenal for us in this game. It'd also be huge for our morale after a very tough to take defeat against Newcastle and a difficult first half, shall we call it, against Chelsea. Alsalser's in now. We're going to switch to the more defensive tactic of mine. Try and hit them on the break a little bit. Just try and soak up some pressure. Try and play for the point. I think they're trying to come at us now, so it's the right time to do it. Bernard. That's a ball. It's away. Montoya picks up. Eric Dyer. Dele Alli. Just wide. So good on the ball sometimes, Spurs. Pide. Wharton. Back to Pide. That's a decent ball in. McDonald does get there. Lloris equal to it. I'm a bit surprised McDonald's the man that is getting there. He must have ran about a good sort of 5-6 yards to get to that over guys that were already in that area. It was a good ball by Jeremy Pide though. Digbu wins that in the air. Montoya picks it up though as Oleal was nowhere near it. Excuse me. Eriksen over to Martin Montoya. Son Heung-min. Martin Montoya. Couldn't say it was a decent ball in, but it didn't even beat the first man. Can't call any ball that doesn't beat the first man a decent ball in. Dyer. Eriksen. Bernard. Area saves that reasonably comfortably. Our Spanish goalkeeper. He's not the biggest, of course, at 5'10", so I don't know if that's an issue that he maybe has going forward. Maybe we need to look at bigger goalkeepers, I don't know. 6'1", 6'2" is probably the area that traditionally I would have been in, but I really want to see how Rea developed, and I'm also glad I did. Son Heung-min. Dele Alli. Eric Dyer. Can we hold on for another minute? Bernard. Dele Alli. Son Heung-min. Alsalser. Rea saves. I feel like a 93rd minute defeat would be pretty brutal on us here. Spurs have been the better side, as you would expect. we had a spell and we made the most of that spell, scoring from the corner, with the recycled corner rather, from Digbu. But they have been the better side. But we've defended well, and Reyes showed up when he needed to. He only gets a 6.8, which is very harsh in my opinion. Player of the match, Jay Fulton, yet again. I'm going to say they were brilliant to salvage a draw. Let's get that morale up as high as we can going into the Arsenal game. That'll be a much tougher game. We move up the table into 12th place on goal difference over Watford, leaving us 14 points above the drop with 6 games left to play. So we're in very, very good shape points wise. As Charlie Taylor is injured, we'll leave him to the physio. That'll end this episode, guys, though. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, a like and subscribe is always appreciated, and I'll catch you all next time.